Have you ever wondered what it truly means to attain enlightenment in Buddhism? This question has sparked curiosity in the minds of countless individuals across the globe. It's a quest for knowledge that leads us to the doorstep of the 5 ranks, a profound and deeply insightful concept integral to Zen Buddhism. These 5 ranks, or the 5 degrees of Tozen, as they are often known, serve as a guide, a compass, leading us through the seemingly complex labyrinth of Buddhist philosophy. They represent different stages of awareness, perception, and understanding that one experiences on the path to enlightenment. From the apparent within the real to the unity attained, each rank has its own unique significance and depth. They are not mere steps on a ladder, but rather interconnected stages of a circular, evolving journey. To truly understand Buddhism, we must delve into the depths of these 5 ranks. The first rank is called the apparent within the real. It's a profound concept that beckons us to peer beyond the surface of our everyday existence. Imagine, if you will, the world around you, the trees, the cars, the bustling city streets, the quiet countryside. All of it, every single speck, is a manifestation of the ultimate reality. In this rank, we're not looking at a world separate from us, but a world that is a part of us. It's the realization that everything we perceive as ordinary, every mundane detail of our lives, is in fact extraordinary. It's the understanding that the ultimate truth or reality is not somewhere out there, but rather right here in our everyday lives. This might sound like a paradox. How can the ordinary be extraordinary? How can the mundane be the ultimate reality? Well, Buddhism teaches us that it's all about perspective. It's about opening our eyes to the interconnectedness of all things and understanding that nothing exists in isolation. This is the first step towards enlightenment, recognizing the extraordinary within the ordinary. It's about seeing that your morning cup of tea, the laughter of a child, the rustling of leaves in the wind, are all manifestations of the ultimate reality. It's about finding the extraordinary in the most ordinary of places. But remember, this is just the first step. It's an initial understanding, a doorway into a deeper realization. As we progress through the ranks, our understanding deepens, our perspective broadens. We start to see not just the apparent within the real, but also the real within the apparent, and so on. Each rank takes us deeper into the heart of reality, into the heart of our own existence. In essence, the apparent within the real is seeing the extraordinary in the ordinary. It's about realizing that the extraordinary is not separate from the ordinary, but rather, it is the ordinary, seen from a different perspective. It's about understanding that the ultimate truth is not something to be sought after, but something to be realized within our everyday lives. The second rank is the real within the apparent. This stage takes us deeper into the understanding of the relationship between the absolute and the relative, the ultimate reality and the world as we perceive it. Let's take a moment to explore this concept. The real within the apparent is a profound realization that the ultimate truth, the unchangeable, the absolute, is not separate from our everyday world. It's not hidden away in some far-off mystical realm. It's right here, intertwined with the mundane, the ordinary, the apparent. This is a deeper understanding of the first rank, where we acknowledge the apparent within the real. In the second rank, we realize that the real is also within the apparent. It's like peeling back the layers of an onion, each layer revealing a deeper truth about the nature of reality. But how do we come to this realization? It's not through intellectual understanding alone. It's through direct experience, through meditation, through mindfulness, through living in the present moment. It's about seeing beyond the illusions of the mind, beyond our preconceived notions, our biases, our judgments. Imagine walking in a forest. You see the trees, the leaves, the sunlight filtering through the branches. You hear the birds, feel the breeze. On the surface, it's a beautiful scene. But the real within the apparent is seeing beyond this surface level. It's seeing the interdependence of all things, the cycle of life and death, the impermanence of all phenomena. It's understanding that everything you're experiencing in that moment is a manifestation of the ultimate reality. This doesn't mean that the apparent world is less real or less important. It just means that there's more to it than meets the eye. It's a shift in perspective, a deeper way of seeing and experiencing the world. So the second rank is not about rejecting the world, but embracing it as it is, seeing the sacred in the mundane, the profound in the ordinary. It's about finding the real within the apparent. The real within the apparent is understanding that there's more to reality than what meets the eye. The third rank is the coming from within the real. In the grand tapestry of Buddhist philosophy, this represents the active expression of ultimate reality in every aspect of our lives. But what does that really mean? Let's delve a little deeper. Consider the ultimate reality as the underlying truth of existence, the essence that permeates everything. It's like the air around us, unseen but always present. Now, the coming from within the real is about recognizing this reality and expressing it in our everyday lives. It's about aligning our actions, thoughts, and feelings with this ultimate truth. One might wonder, how can we live out this concept practically? Well, it's not about grand gestures or drastic changes. It's in the small moments and the mundane tasks. It's in the way we treat others, the way we treat ourselves, and the way we interact with the world around us. It's about mindfulness, compassion, and understanding. The coming from within the real is a dynamic, active process. It's not a state to be achieved and then forgotten. It's an ongoing journey, a constant endeavor. It's like a river, ever flowing, ever changing, but always moving towards the ocean. This rank teaches us that the ultimate reality is not something distant or detached from our lives. Rather, it's intertwined with our very existence. It's in the air we breathe, the earth we walk on, the people we meet, and the emotions we feel. What's beautiful about this rank is that it empowers us. It tells us that we can actively participate in the ultimate reality, that we can shape our lives in harmony with it. It's not a passive acceptance of fate, but an active engagement with the essence of existence. So, the coming from within the real is about more than just understanding the ultimate reality. It's about living it, breathing it, and becoming one with it. It's about actively living in harmony with the ultimate reality. It's about becoming a conscious participant in the grand symphony of existence. The coming from within the real is about actively living in harmony with the ultimate reality. The fourth rank, arrival at mutual integration, is where things really start to come together. This is where the journey of enlightenment takes a profound turn, as the seeker begins to harmonize the ultimate and mundane realities. Let's take a moment to understand this. Imagine two rivers flowing side by side, representing the ultimate and mundane realities. For a long time, they've been flowing independently, occasionally touching, but never truly merging. But in the fourth rank, these two rivers begin to converge, forming a single, powerful stream. The ultimate reality, often perceived as something abstract and distant, begins to reveal itself in the ordinary, everyday experiences. And the mundane reality, which we often take for granted, starts to shine with the radiance of the ultimate reality. It's like watching a sunrise where the first rays of the sun touch the earth, transforming the ordinary landscape into a breathtaking panorama. This is the stage of arrival at mutual integration. It's about seeing the world with new eyes, where the ultimate and mundane realities no longer exist as two separate entities, but as one harmonious whole. It's about witnessing the extraordinary in the ordinary and seeing the ordinary in the extraordinary. This profound realization of unity and non-duality is not a mere intellectual understanding. It's a lived experience, a transformational shift in consciousness where one begins to see, feel, and live the truth of interconnectedness and oneness. It's like a dance where the dancer and the dance become one, where there's no distinction between the seer and the seen, the observer and the observed. It's about experiencing life in its totality, embracing all its contradictions and paradoxes, and yet seeing the underlying unity that permeates everything. In essence, the fourth rank is about witnessing the marriage of the ordinary and the extraordinary. It's about arriving at a place where duality dissolves into unity, where the ultimate and mundane realities come together in a beautiful dance of integration. Arrival at mutual integration is about witnessing the marriage of the ordinary and the extraordinary. The fifth and final rank is unity attained. It's a profound concept, a culmination of the spiritual journey in the 5 ranks of Buddhism. This stage is the ultimate realization of non-duality, the point where the lines blur, where the distinction between the ultimate and the mundane realities disappears. Imagine a drop of water merging into the ocean, losing its individuality, becoming one with the vast expanse. That's what unity attained is akin to. The self dissolves into the cosmos, the ultimate truth. It's a state of complete liberation, where the self and the universe are no longer separate entities but a single unified existence. On reaching this rank, a practitioner experiences a profound transformation. The world doesn't change. What changes is the perception of it. The mundane becomes the ultimate, and the ultimate becomes the mundane. The dichotomy of life and death, right and wrong, good and evil, ceases to exist. Everything just is. In this state, the practitioner sees the world with a clarity that transcends ordinary understanding. It's like looking at a panoramic view of existence, where every piece fits perfectly, making sense in its unique way. It's a state of ultimate wisdom where one sees the world as it truly is, free from illusions and misconceptions. Reaching this stage, however, is not an end in itself. It is instead the beginning of a new journey, a journey of living in the light of this wisdom, of integrating this truth into every moment of existence. It's about living with an open heart, a clear mind, and a deep sense of interconnectedness with all that is. Unity. Attained, therefore, is not just about reaching a state of enlightenment. It's about living that enlightenment, manifesting it in every thought, word, and action. It's about embodying the wisdom, compassion, and peace that come with this realization. In the end, it's about realizing that we are not separate beings on a lonely planet, but integral parts of an interconnected cosmos. It's about experiencing the sublime truth that we are all one, that we are all interconnected. Unity attained is the final destination, the realization of true enlightenment. Now that we've journeyed through the 5 ranks, let's take a moment to reflect. We began with the exploration of the first rank, the apparent within the real. Here we recognize that the mundane and the spiritual are not separate, but intertwined, giving us a fresh perspective on our everyday lives. We discovered that the sacred resides in the ordinary, and that the ordinary can indeed be sacred. Next, we ventured into the second rank, the real within the apparent. This rank invited us to delve deeper, to find the spiritual truth hidden within the apparent reality. It encouraged us to look beyond the surface, to uncover the profound spiritual truths lying beneath the everyday. Our journey then led us to the third rank, the coming from within the real. This is where the spiritual truth begins to manifest in our lives, not as something separate, but as an inseparable part of our existence. It taught us that spiritual truth is not something to be sought after, but rather something to be discovered within ourselves. The fourth rank, the arrival at mutual integration, presented us with a harmonious union of the apparent and the real. It reminded us that the spiritual and the mundane are not opposing forces, but two sides of the same coin, seamlessly integrated. Finally, we arrived at the fifth rank, unity attained. This is the culmination of our journey, where we experience the complete integration of all dualities. It is the state of enlightenment where we see the world as it truly is, free from illusions and misconceptions. Each of these ranks offers a unique perspective, a different lens through which to view our existence. They are not just philosophical concepts, but practical tools that can guide us on our path towards spiritual enlightenment. Understanding these concepts is a step towards a deeper, more profound comprehension of ourselves and the world around us. Thank you for joining us on this enlightening journey through the 5 ranks in Buddhism. May your path towards enlightenment be filled with wisdom and understanding.